It's almost time, Jennifer.
Yes, we are now live.
I think it's almost time. It's 6:29, so we've got a couple of seconds. Our first live webinar.
Okay, let's get right. So we have started. I welcome to Connections 50 Plus first live webinar. So I am Jennifer Joseph.
And I am Terri-Ann Joseph Brathwaite. And we are so excited.
Yes. As those who know us or know about Connections 50 Plus, you know what we focus on. We are focusing on people that are 50 and over. And we look at different aspects. But before I chat about what we're looking at today, I really want to thank all those who have sent in their comments and those who have congratulated us and told us how they're looking forward to us and to this conversation. Yes. So let me just talk. We had competition on for the first 5 persons who sent topics to us, and I want to say congratulations to them.
Yes.
So just to mention the names, we had Beverly Daniel, and Beverly suggested a topic, Bridging the Generation Gap on Communications with Millennials.
Mm-hmm.
We had Jean. Jean's topic was women taking care of their health, body, and their happiness. The way our bodies start changing as we approach the 50 lines. How to manage health and our own happiness. We had Leonie thanking us about the topics. We had women becoming self-sufficient.
Yes.
Advancing in business. And other topic we had Jillian, and Jillian spoke about us. The topic was growing older gracefully, health, and women and mental health. What I must say, I don't know where the men went. All the suggestions were from women. But men, thank you too for really checking in, because I know from our post that you all are there. And we would not be leaving you out when we have our discussions. So, Terri-Ann, what is Connections all about?
Okay. And again, I want to join Jennifer in really welcoming you all. And really, I mean, we had almost 200 likes, Jan.
Yes, we did.
We so appreciate this. So, Connections 50 Plus. We started off thinking about ourselves.
Yes.
We're in this third act. You know, that Jane Fonda video really resonated with me. We spend the first third of our lives under the control of our parents. We're going to school. We're starting to get a job. Our most productive time really is the second act. And that's where we spend our career, let's say from age 30 to age 50, 60.
Yes.
And after that, we step off that work stage and we're living longer. Women are going till 90. And we leave at 50 or 60. It's 40 or 30 more years.
Yes.
And you've built up a chest of experience and talent in that professional side. But what do you do in this third act? So we at Connections 50 Plus, Jen and I said, listen, I mean, we use ourselves as examples.
Right.
Full of life, full of talent, great professional careers that we are happy with, but we are moving on to something else. We want to live differently. And we realized there were 3 major areas of concern coming up because of this longevity issue. First is money. All right?
Yes.
Long ago, when the life was shorter, your pension would take you, your savings would take you. So many people are realizing, hey, we got likes. Many people are realizing that we have to use those skills that belong to us, not the ones that belong to our company, that belong to us, to try to enhance our income flow, monetize our value. The second thing, again, because we live in longer, is, this body has to take us further.
We're taking care of ourselves.
So our body and mind How are we taking care of ourselves physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally? What are we doing? And connected with that, we find that for so many of us, life was defined by work. Friends were work friends. Social activities were work related. Also, as we get into the latter half of life, spouses may not be as able or as capable.
Or wrong.
For whatever reason. And we find ourselves again full of life, full of vitality, nowhere to go, or many places to go and no one to go with.
Yes.
So we at Connections really look at those three areas. Monetizing your talents so that we can enjoy the fruits of our labor in the third act, looking at our well-being, and also making sure there's a social aspect. And it was so lovely that all of your suggested topics fit so nicely
within. So again, I thank all those who have been joining us, and please feel free to send us little notes and ask any questions that you would like us to answer. But as Terri-Ann said, what we would focus on is the area that most people, at most in most people's mind, and that is about the money part of it.
Yes.
Okay, we are living longer. We need more money. Many of us, some of us still in the workplace. Some of us have retired, maybe living on pension. And I would say many, based on the feedback we have been getting, monetizing their skills in one way or the other. But the complaint is the same. Where's money coming from?
Yeah.
So I want to address...
also, the issue is that many of us would have been on contract.
Oh, yes.
And there isn't the old pension. And you're not at the pensionable age.
Yes.
So you really, when that gratuity comes to you, you think it was a large amount. But when the time gets there and you look at it, you really check your expenses and you have to change the car. I have to think of all kinds of incidences and you realize, oops.
What is happening here?
There's a gap. So how do we deal with that, Janet? How do we help people?
Let's look at let me just share in terms of some situations that were brought to my attention. One, Terri-Ann, those you mentioned who have been on contract. We have situations recently where without prior notice, much notice, that we have been given their package. You call to the office on the same day, give them the package, and when by the time you get home, now you're in shock. All right? And
if you're
on and on the outside, some people may say, okay, because of that particular person's position, they may have gotten, let's call a big package, and they're thinking lots of money.
Yeah.
What you have to look at is their expenses, their loans, all the debts they were carrying up to that point. And it could happen.
The assets that need replacing.
Yes. So in situations like that, yes, you've been going to panic mode, but soon, very soon, almost, you just have a few, about an hour or so to panic, because reality hits you and you have to first look at your situation. All right. I firmly believe, Terri-Ann, for those of us who still have dependents, you have parents dependent on you, you have grands dependent on you, you have your own children
dependent
you have
on
some
you.
siblings who, so not all these dependents, because even
and that's a 50 plus case.
Yes,
we
can
relate to you. We can relate to you. The parents, the grandchildren, the children, and the siblings.
So even without the job, because you would have been the one they have been looking up to, you may have been the one they consider earning that big income. So what we need to do.
Hello, Yolande. And Cavell. Oh, it's so excited.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here.
So for those, what you need to do in that stage when your income has ceased, has dropped, has been just taken away like that, you need to make an inventory.
Yeah.
You know, look at your situation. And as I said, as long you have dependents, bring them in on the conversation. It doesn't have to be a formal meeting. Bring them in on the conversation.
That's one of the, let me tell you something, as we talk to people and so on, generally men and women, we're not ready to talk about the change. And that's one of the biggest hindrances that, I don't to say to loved ones who have become so accustomed to you providing. Listen, we can't be the same as we were before. We might be able to do 5 years like we had it in the last 10, but after that 5, we'll fall off a cliff. It's so hard to say we've got to make the change now.
But Terri-Ann, let me tell you something. And I just say in our culture, with our people, we want to still enjoy life.
There's so many of you there. Hi, Jamal.
So it's not that we don't want to enjoy life and we are not taking away the good time.
No.
What you have to do is make adjustmts. It calls for making adjustments. Yeah. And to make adjustments, your family have to make the adjustments along with you. Your loved ones, your dependents.
You have to.
So we prioritize. You said, okay, I still want to hang. I still want to have fun.
I still want my manicure, my pedicure, my facial, and this is for men and women.
Right.
I still want
Self-care.
to keep myself looking good, so I've got to make sure that I am physically active. I still want to make sure that I am healthy, so I can't give up my going to the doctor, getting my checks, men, prostate exams, women, mammogram, pap smear,
so
all those things.
How do we prioritize? So my thing is, you look at your expenses. I may be spending a lot of money buying food. Let me use me as an example. I don't like to cook, but a lot of money may be going spending on food. But I have to adjust. Yeah. So it means that if I like going out and socializing, and I also want to be buying food every day, then some adjustment. That is where most of my money goes. Then I have to look at other ways. What do I have to sacrifice? What do I have to give up? Not really sacrifice, but give up. Because I've given up things that I may not be too interested in.
Yeah.
I may be subscribing to some magazines or belong to certain groups that I have to pay some money in, but I'm not having fun there. So I'm shifting my money from the places where I'm not having fun,
so where I'm
having fun, even if it once a month.
But Jen, another thing about money is that while there is the sacrifice and there's the watching expenses, listen, we don't have to stop generating income because we are now in the post-official work stage. I don't use the word retirement. All of us have been, during those career stages, have been creating value with skills that we have personally. And one of the things that we at Connections 50 Plus are doing is helping people to identify those skills that can be monetized. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going back to work. It means that you now are able to do something, start a business, pick up a hobby that people will pay you for.
And you can have fun. You can have fun
doing it.
And you Terri-Ann, as you said that, I want to just go back. Those who are working right now, who may be still complaining that they cannot afford to do certain things, can start from now monetizing those skills. You may think you may not have time.
Yes.
The other thing you can do, which we haven't been used to, and Terri-Ann and I was speaking about that today, is getting together, joining, and this is what we have done actually.
Yeah.
Join forces, pull come together, utilize our skills together, and you go out there and you make some money.
Let me deal with one thing at the start. And the thing is, Jennifer and I are doing this, and we use ourselves as examples. This is as real as you can get it. There's a lot of fear about being vulnerable. There's a lot of fear about opening yourself to another person. If you talk about getting into business or doing something, we're afraid to allow another person to know how much money we owe or how bad things are. Or even if you have a business, you're afraid to tell someone, this thing really busting, I have no clients.
You need help.
What we're saying is the first thing you have to do. Remember we said in 50 plus there are 3 things. You have money, you have your health and well-being, and you have companionship. Hook up with somebody and start doing something together, something small. And one of the services that we offer, and this is, yes, promoting ourselves, but it's also because we truly believe in this, is helping people to figure out, what can I do? Because you think that because I was the manager of this, or I was the officer in charge of that, or I was just working in the bank or the office filling forms, that I have no skills. No, you don't. You raise the family, you raise children, you prepared meals, you make people happy, you make people laugh. All of these things are the basis.
You know what is a block I have found, especially in professionals, is that status quo. In that they do not see themselves engaging in certain types of jobs.
I'm not in the office again.
So I have been using, my car was down for a while, and I used, you call it taxi, but there was this group, and actually it was a group of women who came together and offering that service. And I was able to call, one came, and the second time I called, somebody else, they actually told me, well, listen, I can't make it today. I am going to send a friend. And when that person came, I asked, you all have, is it a company? And she said, no, we just got together, 3 of us, within the neighborhood. We are no longer in the job. And one was young, because I actually asked her, and she told me she was just 51. But she, because of, certain situations, she's home. And they decided to do that service. Now, they are only chauffeuring women, but the fact is, and during the day, the fact is, it's a service they're offering.
Exactly.
And my car was down for about 2 weeks, and I had to be active. And let me tell you, so so check. We have to look within also and find out. Check whether you may be able to be a good caterer, maybe able to make cakes, but you are ashamed to say, well, look, let me make that cake for that person, or even charge for it. That's the other thing we have a problem with.
We're afraid of money.
Yes.
Although we need money and we have to have money, we're afraid to go to someone and say, listen, I am doing this now for my living, and I would like you to patronize me.
Yes.
We're afraid of the no. We're afraid of it. But listen, everybody is doing it. And what we want to do is to make it really, really less stressful, making sure that you are able to have fun, enjoy your life. You can generate some income.
Now, you can enjoy life, really enjoy life, without a whole set of money that we... We swear, Terri-Ann, that you have to have a lot of money in the bank put away to enjoy life and be happy. So I know we don't want to keep you too long. So
I want to raise one other point that's very important, because we talked about some of the topics we had.
Okay,
we talked about the money, and I think we need to mention the issue of your own physical well-being.
Oh yes.
I was talking to a friend today. Her mom just had she was diagnosed with cancer,
Mhm.
and she went into the she went down to St. James, the infirmary, and she said when she opened the door to look at the numbers of people that she saw, shocked her. I want to say a very important aspect of connection for 50 plus for me and for Jennifer personally is how do we take responsibility for our own well-being.
Oh yes, and there's a cost to that.
There is, the cost is diabetes, stroke, heart attack, obesity, hypertension,
We have a whole
cholesterol,
yes.
all those things. But it is not difficult for us to take charge of starting on a healthy path.
Oh yes.
Get moving and control what we eat.
Actually, Terri-Ann, it may sound very different, but that's a form of saving money. That is a form of saving money. You cannot go to the gym. You walk. You find ways to go walking.
I will say hello to my trainer who is on now. Hi, Jamal. How are you?
So you can do so many things, but that is serious, huh?
It is,
and it's
serious.
Not just we taking care of us. We also have to encourage those that are dependent on us, because it may not be.
Jen,
we go into that.
Jen, I am saying, first take care of you.
Of you, and then
I will tell you what has happened to me personally. In the last month, I have seen a stroke and I've seen a heart attack in my immediate family, and I get myself, I decide now, if I don't put money out, I cannot make myself exercise. I can't. Right. I have no motivation. So there's this really nice but very bad gentleman who gets a very reasonable amount of money from me, and I get up every morning and I go. You get up every morning and you walk. If it's one thing that we want our 50 plus tribe to know, you have the potential to live for 30 more years. You have the potential. If you don't take care of this body, you're not going to be able to enjoy. I mean, you might still live the 30 years, but the quality of that life is going to be significantly compromised.
So Terri-Ann,
wellness is not difficult.
What we want to look at, and as you all realize, based on the topics and those who came in after, we would really focus on a lot of the topics that were suggested, and it all fall within what we do anyway. So we started off with chat on money, and we looked especially at those who, those who had contracts, who were getting very good income, and for whatever reason, whether it's the reason of downsizing in the company, etc., and in panic mode. Many of them, yes, are there as utilizing your skills, but find it very difficult to get those clients, to get money coming in. So in the interim, what you're looking at is to really see how you could stretch that money, but getting the support of your dependents to understand this. Hey, we have to put things in place right now. And there are many things you can do, okay? So as we go along,
I want to just acknowledge somebing.
We acknowledge, sorry, so I'm chatting, and I'm aware also of timing, because we promised not to have this go on long, because we're going to be with you every Wednesday. So let me just allow Terri-Ann to talk.
But I really want to.
She's seeing the screen better than I am.
I'm looking at the screen and I'm seeing your comments, and there's so many of you here. We are so excited. I can't tell you how excited we are. Yes, Lynette, thank you. It's a good point about bringing people into the conversation.
Oh yes,
you need
thank you, Lynette.
We need to sit with our dependents and our family and be real about what the financial situation is. Don't pretend, and let's get together with someone. Call a friend and say, what can we do? How can we save money? Can we share meals?
We can do so many things together.
Can you cook today? I cook tomorrow. Can we share a car? Can we do those things? Thank you, Lynette. Okay, Catherine, yes, I said nice to see you. Thank you, Janice. We hope that you also will join us. Linda just tell me we hit the nail on the head, but I don't know which one. There was one that it's important to get, Catherine, it's important to get rid of shyness and just move forward with your business ideas.
Yes,
Yes.
And a lot of hang-ups, the fears. Are we going to talk a lot about that? Because one of the suggestions was talking about entrepreneurship after 50. And we could really talk about that. Because this is where we are.
I see the Queen Bee is on. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for being here. One of my idols in terms of
business.
Business getting and she's here. I don't know if you're seeing her. Bee's ice cream. It's a story. You started with a passion. You could do something well. The road to business is never easy, and you just continue and try. You have assets, use your assets.
Terri-Ann, and I know I have to keep Terri-Ann on track with time, huh?
Yes.
Because we could go on and on and on. But the other thing too, supporting each other, and we will chat about that.
Oh, yes.
How we can give each other support, and not when someone, even when they're down and they come to chat with you, how we switching that to the positives and not the negatives.
Yeah.
And we have, we're going to talk as we go along about our suggestion about the bartering system, etc., which will help each other in terms of saving money. No, Terri-Ann, I am looking at the time. I know news going to start. There's a lot of things on news right now that people want to look at.
Listen,
so let's close out. Let's close off. But we really appreciate everybody and those from the islands. Don't forget our followers from the islands. I am so happy that you will choose to join us. Continue sending us, you keep letting us know, messaging us what you would like us to talk about. We do other things, so you can visit our website. You're going to see our website off the Facebook page, so I wouldn't bother to call it. But please have a great
we have many
evening.
Videos, and it's going to be on Open a YouTube channel. And remember, we're a community, and all of you all, we really want to bring everyone together in a community to support each other. We are all going to go to that extra 30, 40 years. We're going to do it. We're not going to go broke. We're going to be healthy and happy and gorgeous and handsome.
Yes.
And we are going to be in community. So the issues of depression, loneliness, not knowing who we can turn to for help are not going to be part of the 50+ tribe.
And for those who ask, please note, we are not a club, so it's not a membership. It's just a movement and us getting together. And when you go to the website, which is CONEC-TIONS.com, you're going to get more information and look at our videos, etc.
And as we go along, we have people joining us on our webinar.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Some of you may come sit here and
I would love that.
Talk with us.
So thanks again. Have a great evening. It was really nice chatting with you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
You can have the video afterwards. Share it with your friends. Don't forget.
Okay, yes, please do.
Bye.
All right, so let's end, Terri-Ann.
And